Elite Facts presents
Drunk celebrities caught on camera.
1.
Avril Lavigne stormed the charts at such a young age, and by her 16th birthday, she was signed to a $2 million contract. Just a year later, she's a worldwide known singer. Her incredible young looks have stayed with her for years, and she seems to be the baby-faced rocker from when she first burst onto the scene. Until you see her with a huge piece of pizza stuffed in her mouth after a night out partying.
2.
Britney Spears hit the big time dressed as a schoolgirl and dancing around her classroom in gymnasium. And that was just video to her hit song Hit Me Baby One More Time. Her first album is still the biggest selling for a teenager ever released, and she has a net worth of around $80 million. In 2007, she had a breakdown after her aunt's death and was often found drunk and sometimes behind the wheel. She also shaved her head with electric clippers and admitted herself to other treatment facilities during the following weeks.
3.
Kevin Spacey is one of the most respected and well-liked actors in the business. He won 2 Academy Awards for his roles in The Usual Suspects as well as in American Beauty. He's won numerous Emmy and Golden Globe Awards, such as his most recent role in the Netflix smash House of Cards. Worse for wear, rather than falling all over himself like some other celebs who can't handle their booze. Here's anything but the smooth-talking President Frank Underwood. With a glass of champagne in front of him and a cigarette, it looks like it's time for him to call a cab, or maybe he's ordering some pizza for when he gets home.
4.
Christina Aguilera has a similar career path as Britney Spears, and they both released music around the same time, often being entered into a fictionary feud thought up by the media. She disappeared out the limelight for a while in the late 2000s because of various reasons. One being her continuation to get drunk at parties and cause a fuss, and also rile up co-stars on movie sets. This image was at the end of one such party. Maybe she'd been drinking Genie in a bottle?
5.
Most will know Christina Ricci as Wednesday from The Addams Family, at the time of which she was just 11 years old. As she grew in front of the screens, it was hard to imagine her as an adult. But then, after being nominated for an Emmy, she had a really good knees up and ended up being carried out of the party by her friends. I don't think this is how Addams Family members celebrate. Hanging out with Lindsay Lohan doesn't help.
6.
The Hoff is famous for Baywatch. Having a cool nickname and immense chest hair, he bossed our screens during his time in the 90s on Baywatch and hasn't looked back since then, including roles as Knight Rider and having a Guinness World Record for most watched man on TV. But he is also famous for eating a cheeseburger off the floor after a night out partying with his buddy. It wouldn't be the last time booze was bad for him, when he got rushed to a hospital in 2009 with alcohol poisoning and again in 2010. He's since put those demons behind him and is moving forward.
7.
Kiefer Sutherland has been around forever, having come onto our screens as a tender teenager and staying there all the way up to be supreme badass Jack Bauer from 24, saving the world one day at a time. It's no secret that Kiefer has some issues with the booze. Having been arrested multiple times while under the influence with DUIs, assault, and aggression all notched on his belt, even spending almost 50 days in the slammer for his crimes.
8.
Lindsay Lohan is probably one of the most famous messes around Hollywood, with a seeming inability to get locked up despite her crimes. She's also another one of the stories where child actors seem to snap as their careers progress. She had been to rehab 3 times by 2007, and it lost her a few movie deals too. And it didn't end there, with 3 more visits on her record by 2013 came to an end. She's often snapped in a state of toxicity and hasn't had much luck on the career front for some time now.
9.
Perhaps the biggest fall from grace is Macaulay Culkin. Having starred in Home Alone and Uncle Buck in the 90s, the world was his oyster, and he had a few more movies under his belt as he got older. But something changed along the way, and Culkin ended up going down the crazy road. The lifestyle of booze took its toll on the once credible child star, and he ended up looking like a gaunt trailer park dweller as he got older.
10.
Matthew McConaughey took a while to step away from the rom-com role he was set on forever playing. But when he did, he's shown, and he is now an Academy Award winner. He's now one of Hollywood's prime stars for dramatic movies and can pick and choose his work. Even though he's regarded as one of this generation's best actors, he's had his troubles, just like everyone else. From ranting on and on somewhat incoherently during award shows, to being seen absolutely blitzed in public by paparazzi and media, it just goes to show that no one can escape the tabloid ire in Hollywood.
11.
Mel Gibson went from being one of the most well-respected, highest-paid actors in Hollywood to a cankerous sore of the industry, practically overnight. His well-documented ranting and ravings, including racial and religious slurs to an arresting officer while he was getting a DUI, blacklisted him from Hollywood. Gibson started boozing it up at just 13 years of age and has troubles with the liquor ever since. It goes to show you can have it all but still have the same vices as a lot of people. This image shows him lashing out at paparazzi and trying to drive off in the car behind him.
12.
Simon Cowell may be a powerhouse in the music industry, but he has lost it all, completely, twice in his life. He now has American Idol and X Factor to thank for his millions in the bank and ability to tear someone a new one judging skills. Here he is, a little annoyed as he tries to sneak one more bottle of beer in before cops take it away. He must have been celebrating One Direction's continued success.
Thanks for watching another amazing video, folks. Subscribe for more from Elite Facts.